Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters. Greetings. First and foremost, we must acknowledge our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters are truly, truly edified by today's word. Today is the Sabbath, all right? And so for those who follow us on a regular basis know that my goal is always to bring you guys an appetizer of the word, something before we do the Sabbath service. So today, man, this morning, what I want to do is speak about being silent. Okay, I think I'm gonna name this word speak by being silent guarantees you won't say something you'll regret. Again, today's word is going to be called speaking by being silent guarantees you will not say something you'll regret. Okay. I want you, brothers and sisters, to really think about that. Pause for a minute and really think about that. Okay. And what motivated this word, what inspired this message today is the fact that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriages, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your spouse, when it comes to your partner, when it comes to your siblings, when it comes to your parents, when it comes to your children, when it comes to your relatives, when it comes to your coworkers, when it comes to your business partners, those that have business partners, okay? There's a thing called animosity. There's a thing called bicker and beef. There's a thing called arguments. There's a thing called disagreements. There's a thing called disputes. There's a thing called conflicts, okay? And when you find yourself in that season of confrontation, typically what happened, you already know how it goes. Once this gets started, once these mouths and these tempers flaring and all of that, once that gets started, people start hurling mean things, mean, hurtful words towards one another. Some words that you can't even take back. You're highly angry, you're highly emotional. And then guess what ended up happening? Your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, that fight or flight response, and then guess what happens? You lose the ability to stay calm. You lose the ability to relax. You lose the ability to just be silent, temporarily silent. You lose that ability, okay? So today, man, the most important word that I want you guys to focus on is restraint, okay? Restraint, AKA self-control, okay? Hopefully, man, you sincere brothers and sisters today will learn how to use self-emotional regulation skills by way of implementing restraint, by way of showing self-control. Because let me tell you something, man. If you don't learn how to speak by silence, you're going to find yourself in situations where, again, you're going to say something you're going to regret. In James 3:8, it says, "But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison." See that? The tongue, it says, "But the tongue can no man tame, can no man restrain." I want you to think about that. James 3:8, "But the tongue can no man restrain," AKA no man tame. See, that tongue, man, once it get going, man, it's a wrap. So you got to learn sometimes just to be silent. You can speak by way of being silent. Why? Because it guarantees you won't say something you'll regret. The tongue can no man restrain. It says it is an unruly evil. That means your tongue cannot be restrained. Once it start going, it's a freight train with no brakes. You're going to hurl out all type of hurtful, meaningful things, disrespectful things, offensive things. Like I said before, some things, some words you can't take back. So when it says, but the tongue no man can tame, it's an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. What you think that deadly poison is? Revealing secrets, throwing things back in a person's face that they told you in confidence. Secrets, very sensitive things. Hurling meaningful things at people, children, at their spouses, at their parents, at their family, period. Just when that animosity, when that beef and bickering, when that arguing and that disagreement, when that turns up, again, when that sympathetic nervous system kick in, that fight or flight response kick in, I'm telling you, people start saying meaningful things, hurtful things, saying whatever they could say to hurt somebody. And today, you need to learn how to speak by being silent. Because again, it's going to guarantee you won't say something you'll regret. I'm telling you, we all have been in this space in a heated moment, and we exchanging disrespectful words towards one another, trying to tear one another down, trying to hurt one another, trying to get the one up as far as hurt and disrespect of one another. And in the process, you're going to say something that you can't take back. You're going to say something very hurtful that you probably didn't mean to say in your normal space of being calm. But when you in this animosity, bickering, beef season, in this argument, disagreement, dispute, conflict season with your spouse, with your partner, with your sibling, with your best friend, with some of your relatives, with your children, or with one of your children, or with your parent, or both your parents, or whatever, your coworker, then you start engaging in saying things, hurtful things, dangerous things, some you can't even take back, man. So today, again, in James 3:8, it tells you, but the tongue can no man tame. It's an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. So fellas, brothers and sisters, you need to be able to learn how to restrain yourself, man. Yeah, you have to learn how to restrain yourself, and I'm going to show you how you do that, okay? In Proverbs 17:28, it says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. That's cold-blooded right there, man. Again, in Proverbs 17:28, it says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, in other words, when he be silent, even when a fool is speechless, even when a fool speak not a word, he is counted wise. And it says, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding, a man that exhibits intelligence. And that's what being silent will give you, intelligence. Okay, because I'm telling you, if we all live long enough and we find ourselves in these relationships, you will definitely find yourself engaging in heated arguments and things of that nature. And when you in this season, you guys are hurling disrespectful things towards one another. And once again, once that tongue get to going, you can't cut it off. And that's where you teeter into saying some things that you can't take back that you really didn't mean to say in your normal space of being calm. When you in this argumentative conflict, dispute, disagreement, beef, bickering season, oh, you mean exactly what you're saying. You mean that. But once you calm down and realize and you play back what you said, sometimes some of us don't even realize what we've said in the heat of the moment. Sometimes your partner got to remind you of something you said, something very hurtful, something very disrespectful, something very damaging. So fellas, understand, we have to learn self-control. We have to learn restraint, okay? We have to learn how to use self-emotional regulation skills, even in our relationships, friendships, family, friends. I'm telling you, the worst thing you could do, man, is start letting your tongue, letting your mouth just start going. The best thing you could do is speak by being silent. How do you speak by being silent? Speak not a word. Speak not a word. Speak not a word. And I'm telling you, it guarantees you won't say something you'll regret. That's all I got for you, sincere brothers and sisters. Again, man, the name of today's word is speaking by being silent guarantees you won't say something you'll regret. And trust me, if you live long enough and you find yourself in a heated situation with your partner, both of you will go back and forth with these meaningful words, mean, hurtful words towards one another. And it ought not have to be that way, brothers and sisters. If you and your partner is in a season of bickering and beefing, the easiest thing and the smartest thing to do is sit down at the table and say, hey, let's figure out how we got to this bickering beef stage, this drama stage, this animosity stage, this not seeing eye to eye stage. How do we even get here? And let's figure out how we can resolve it, opposed to being in that space and then now it's F you too, bro. Learn how to speak by being silent. Because the worst thing you could do is hurl some meaningful things at someone that you say you love, say you care about, and now you done said something that you can't take back. Some things that you say and it lands in the universe, it's there. It's going to forever be there. And you got to forever live with that. And you're going to be forever reminded of that. So why even venture down that avenue when you can speak by being silent? Speak not a word. Again, Proverbs 17:28 told you, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters get that today. Restraint, aka using self-control, man. That's all I got for you. Stay tuned. The Sabbath service will be coming out, Lord willing, this afternoon. I'll be going to the gym later this morning, Lord willing, and I might load up some extra food for y'all on the Sabbath today. Stay prayed up, man. Keep Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, first in everything you do. Listen, man, remember, restraint, fellas, sisters, brothers and sisters, learn this thing called restraint, aka self-control, aka self-emotional regulation skills, okay? Before you get to going into all of this tit for tat, saying hurtful words to one another, speak by being silent. And it will guarantee you won't say something you'll regret. And when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, bring the masseuse.